the idea of never looking back and choosing a path. So what I've noticed when people choose their path, whatever goals you're trying to achieve, your career path or whatever it is, your purpose in life, you know, a lot of guys get to that point where they're like, I wonder what could be. I wonder if I chose that path or this path or whatever path. But the thing is, no matter what path you choose, you would ask yourself the exact same question. Meaning every single path is actually the same, bro. Every single path is the same because the mental trials and tribulations that you go through are the same for every single path. In the same way that on every single path, you ask yourself, well, I wonder what could be if I did this or instead of this. Well, you would ask yourself that no matter what path you choose. And when it comes to the suffering and trials and tribulations, it's all the same. Something happens, something goes wrong. Okay, you have to fix something that goes wrong. You have to adapt. You have to be willing to change. You have to do things you've never done before. For no matter what path you choose, you do all these things, right? This is why all the things that I talk about in terms of success and achievement, they can apply to every single path. Because every single path, the trial, like going through shit, you're going to go through shit no matter what path you choose. You're going to question, oh, I wonder what shit could have been no matter what path you choose, which is why you must choose. Because a lot of guys are afraid to choose because they're like, oh, I'm going to lose out on this situation or that situation. I'm like, nigga, you're going to lose shit no matter what. You can't clone yourself. You're not fucking Naruto. You can't do shadow clone jutsu. You can't do that shit. You're one man and you have a finite amount of time that you're on this earth. So you can't really sit here and be like, oh, I kind of want to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But if you never really focus on a path, you never succeed, right? Because the way your success looks is going to be unique depending on the path that you choose. Understand? But you need to choose the path to do that. If you're trying to dip and dabble in fucking everything, if you're trying to be an actor and a lawyer and an entrepreneur and a content creator and a streamer and a porn star and all this other different shit at the same time, like it's not going to work. You're not going to end up really being very successful at anything. Understand? So you need to choose a path because at the end of the day, no matter what path you choose, you'll be asking yourself the same questions anyway. Oh, I wonder what could have been. You know, you're going to go through the same trials and tribulations no matter what path you could choose. You're going to go through a bunch of hardship. You're going to have to learn skills you've never learned before, right? You're going to have to adapt to situations you never thought you would have to adapt to. You're going to have to talk to people you never thought you would need to talk to. It doesn't matter. Every single path is the same. The pain, the suffering, we all go through it no matter what path we choose, what career we choose, right? But you have to choose in order to get the success. You have to choose. This is why success in itself is just choosing because everything is really the same. Different in terms of the way that it looks, but everything is the same in terms of the pain and suffering you're going to go through. So success is really just in the choice. You just got to choose. You got to choose a path. You got to say, fuck off to everything else. Be like, this is the shit I'm going to do with my life. This is how I'm going to cook very hard. And I'm not saying that your path can't change down the line, but you just need to be able to make choices is the point here. You can't be dipping and dabbling and all the shit, my nigga. You need to choose a path, commit to that path, and obviously if things evolve, your goals change, then fine, you could choose paths, but you could choose a different path, but you're choosing still. You're still making a decision there, understand? So that's kind of how you want to move. You just want to choose a path so that it grounds you. Because no matter what, it's all paths are really the same in terms of overall experience. It's all the same, bro. It's all the fucking same. We like to sit here and act like every single path is different, but no, every single path, especially for a man who wants to reach the peak of any path he's on, it all just becomes work and effort at the end of the day. No matter what you fucking do in your life, it becomes work and effort to become very elite in anything. It's just a lot of work and a lot of effort. All things. It just becomes work if you want to become very elite. It doesn't matter what you choose. Even the whole passion shit, you lose that shit. It just, you like the men who reach the pinnacle of anything too. And this is also a very important thing that I want to also say as well. The men who reach the pinnacle of anything, they end up falling in love with effort because to reach the peak of anything, no matter what career you're choosing, no matter what path that you're on, it's about loving the work because it becomes just grind at a certain point. You're not even thinking about the work that you're kind of doing. You're just grinding. And that's honestly how I approach content. This is just grind to me in my mind. It's just grind. It's just work. Obviously I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy what I'm saying. I love the shit that I'm saying and talking about. I think this helps me a lot. For selfish reasons, this helps me a shit ton talking about this shit all day. This makes me more successful in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this shit. I'm just helping you niggas out. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing y'all niggas a solid this shit. I'm doing the fam a solid. But point being, like, it just becomes work at the end of the day. So when I look at any path that you could possibly choose in life, it all just looks the same to me because it's just all work. At least for men that want to be extremely successful like you guys watching me. So